we're on the approach to Thanksgiving and Christmas, and a lot of people don't feel very thankful, and they don't feel very festive about Christmas because this is a tough time of year for them, and they know they should be happy because of the things we're celebrating, and that makes us feel yeah. And
TV says we should be.
TV says we should be, but also let's just be honest. If we're Christians, we should be happy technically, but for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. We should rejoice. In the fact that
that's the word.
Jesus was born. Absolutely. But it gets ruined by so many things, and not to mention life circumstances where people have lost loved ones and gone through divorce, and now they're dealing with extended families and blah, 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 blah.
It's Channel Mom with Jenny Dean Schmitz. We're here for you.
Brought to you by the Healthy Marriage Project. Just click on one of their ads to find out about a healthy relationship workshop near you.
The snow was falling Christmas Eve. I stole behind her in the frozen foods, and I touched her on the sleeve.
There it is, my soundtrack for today's interview. What do you think, Shell? It's about 40.
So sad.
A Better December. The author is Stephen Estes. It's a cute little book, but I'll tell you what, packed full of stuff that can help you.
Listen to what he says. He says in Proverbs 11:6, the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. And, of course, I'm thinking, well, he's talking about heavy addictions or the desire to rob the bank around the corner. But no, you read his book, and he's talking about little everyday stuff. He's talking about my debt that keeps rising as my resolve, keeps melting. Or he talks about how I may care more for a lazy boy than for my wife who gulps at the sticker price. He's saying that the things that we think are going to feed us, instead, they turn around and they trap us, really.
Yeah. I mean, instead of loving on our neighbors, we're competing with our neighbors during the holiday season because we see what they've put up versus what we've put up, or what they're buying their kids versus what we buy their kids. We say we don't do it, but I think I still do it. I go to my friend's house, and if they're decorated to the nines, I think, oh, I'm such a loser. I didn't decorate like this woman. Seriously, right, Shaw?
Well, my compulsion is to overbuy for the kids. Like, I start out, okay, I have a small budget for each of them, and then what if they don't think they're loved? And I have to go buy more for them.
Yeah.
And they're not greedy kids.
No, you don't have greedy kids. I mean, what do you do with that? What about all the moms out there who know they're about to overindulge their whole family for Christmas, and they know it isn't really in line with what God would want for them?
Oh, no, that is so true. Proverbs says that if a man pampers his servant from youth, he will bring grief in the end. I know a lot of people who were raised in fairly affluent homes, and then they marry for love someone on a lower economic level, and their Christmas is that first year that they're a couple. All of a sudden, they can't do it in anywhere near the same lavishness that they did as a child. And if the stuff of Christmas is what they become addicted to, you're just setting them up to be sad later in life.
Other than the really awful things, like someone's been, they've lost somebody or divorced, what is the biggest struggle for people, and what do they say to you after Christmas that they regret?
The struggle is tailored to them. It's so different for everybody. What they have in common is this. Christmas is the time of year when everyone else seems like they're having an unusually great time.
Yeah.
Which makes whatever particular trouble I'm having, which may be unique to me, it pours salt in the wound. It's like when Solomon says, he who sings songs to a heavy heart is like one who takes away a garment on a cold day. So when you hear the Christmas carols and the choir singing and the brass blazoning and so forth, it makes a person, it's almost like it's sleet coming down on their head. Your happiness increases my sadness if I feel that I'm living a life of loss and you are having nothing but fullness.
Right. Proverbs 14:13, which you cite, even in laughter, the heart may ache. So you can pretend it's all good when inside you're dying. I mean, literally, because of the contrast and how you feel versus how all the people in the mall look.